Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you this isn't just one of the most expensive custom trucks ever sold on Bring a Trailer, but one of the most outrageous engineering projects ever built on a classic American cab? Take one look at it. You immediately recognize the unmistakable face of a 1950 Diamond T COE. The split windshield, the tall cab, the proud chrome grille. Everything about it screams post-war America. But then something feels different. The truck sits impossibly low. The proportions look almost too perfect. There isn't a massive engine sitting beneath that short front hood where you expect it to be. That's because it isn't there. The engine is mounted behind the cab, right in the middle of the truck. Not in front. Not under the bed. Directly behind the driver. At that moment, you realize you're no longer looking at an old work truck. You're looking at one of the wildest custom builds ever created. And somehow, this masterpiece began life as a hard-working Diamond T commercial truck. To understand why that's such a big deal, we have to travel back more than 70 years. In the years following World War II, America's roads were filling with trucks. Construction boomed, factories expanded, and businesses needed reliable machines capable of carrying heavier loads than ever before. Many companies built trucks, but only one earned a nickname that mechanics still remember today: the Cadillac of Trucks. That company was Diamond T, founded in Chicago by C.A. Tilt. Diamond T quickly became famous for doing something unusual. While most truck manufacturers focused almost entirely on function, Diamond T believed commercial vehicles could also be beautiful. Their trucks weren't cheap. They weren't built for everyone. They were built for customers willing to pay more for exceptional quality, elegant styling, and craftsmanship rarely found in commercial vehicles. Polished chrome, carefully shaped body panels, luxurious interiors, and impressive attention to detail made Diamond T trucks stand out wherever they appeared. Their reputation became so strong that the nickname, the Cadillac of Trucks, followed the company for decades. Among the most recognizable designs was the cab-over engine, or COE. Instead of placing the engine in front of the driver like a conventional truck, engineers positioned the cab above the engine. That clever layout shortened the overall length while preserving cargo space, making COE trucks ideal for crowded cities, loading docks, and tight industrial areas. For businesses, it meant carrying more cargo without making the truck longer. For drivers, it created an unmistakable appearance unlike anything else on American highways. Decades later, that same design would become the perfect foundation for one of the boldest custom trucks ever imagined. But transforming this Diamond T into a modern showpiece wasn't simply a restoration. It was a complete reinvention. The original frame disappeared. In its place came a fully fabricated custom chassis designed from scratch. The builders weren't interested in preserving old mechanical components. They wanted world-class performance hidden beneath timeless styling. Every major system was redesigned, engineered, and built specifically for this project. Then came the biggest surprise of all. Instead of placing a modern engine beneath the front hood, they installed an aluminum 6.2-liter GM crate V8 directly behind the cab. This mid-engine layout completely transformed the truck's balance, proportions, and engineering. Sitting on display beneath custom access panels, the engine is topped with one of the most spectacular induction systems you'll ever see. A Baller 8-stack electronic fuel injection setup controlled by a Holley Terminator X Max ECU. 8 polished velocity stacks rise into the air, giving the V8 the appearance of a classic racing engine while delivering modern reliability and precise fuel control. Power travels through a heavy-duty 4L80E 4-speed automatic transmission before reaching a Moser Engineering 9-inch rear axle with a limited slip differential. Every component was selected to handle serious horsepower while remaining dependable enough to drive on public roads. And that was only the beginning of an extraordinary transformation. Of course, building a mid-engine truck is only half the challenge. Making it drive like a modern performance machine is something else entirely. To achieve that goal, the builders equipped this Diamond T with an advanced Ridetech air suspension system. At the touch of a button, The truck can lower itself dramatically, almost placing the body on the pavement for an unforgettable show stance. Raise the suspension, and it becomes ready for comfortable highway cruising. It's a feature that perfectly blends classic styling with 21st century technology. Stopping power received the same level of attention. Massive Wilwood disc brakes at all four corners provide confidence that the original drum brakes could never deliver. Rack and pinion steering replaces the heavy steering systems of the past, making the truck surprisingly responsive despite its enormous size. Every upgrade was chosen for one purpose, to make this incredible machine drive as well as it looks. Then you open the cab. Instead of a worn commercial interior, you're greeted by something worthy of a luxury grand tourer. Rich tan leather covers the seats, dashboard, and door panels. Billet aluminum accents, custom gauges, premium switches, and beautifully finished metalwork create an atmosphere that's both elegant and purposeful. It still feels like a Diamond T, but one reimagined through the eyes of master craftsmen rather than factory engineers. Even the truck bed reflects the same philosophy. Beautiful hardwood flooring, polished stainless steel strips, and flawless craftsmanship transform what was once a working cargo area into a rolling display of automotive artistry. Every surface has been finished to an extraordinary standard, proving that no detail was considered too small. Perhaps the most remarkable part of this build is its restraint. Many custom vehicles rely on outrageous paint, oversized spoilers, or excessive chrome to attract attention. This truck doesn't. Its subtle metallic finish, timeless proportions, and perfectly balanced design allow the craftsmanship to speak for itself. The closer you look, the more impressive it becomes. Every weld, every body panel, and every carefully engineered component reveals thousands of hours invested in creating something truly exceptional. That's exactly why this Diamond T became one of the most admired custom trucks ever built. It isn't simply because of its mid-engine layout or its powerful 6.2-liter V8. It's because every mechanical upgrade serves a single vision instead of competing for attention. Nothing feels out of place. Nothing feels unnecessary. Everything works together in perfect harmony. More than 70 years after leaving the factory, this former commercial workhorse has been transformed into rolling automotive art without losing the character that made Diamond T legendary in the first place. It still carries the proud face of the truck that once hauled freight across America. But beneath that timeless body lies engineering that rivals many modern performance vehicles. The 1950 Diamond T CE proves that true custom building isn't about replacing history. It's about respecting it while pushing every possible limit. It shows what can happen when imagination, craftsmanship, and engineering come together with one goal, creating something the world has never seen before. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Truck Titans, and tell us in the comments, would you have kept this Diamond T original? Or do you think this incredible mid-engine masterpiece is the ultimate evolution of a classic American truck? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.